the lines and the vanishing points to your advantage, it's gonna either look like a giant or a little midget because you did not scale it correctly. Hey, what's up you guys? How's it going? It's your boy ZH Comic Art, and today I will be showing you guys how to draw in 1-point perspective, and I will include 5 common mistakes I see people make all the time and how to fix them. Before we get started, if you're new here, make sure you're part of the notification squad. Just subscribe and turn on post notifications. I think this video is really gonna help you guys, so let's go ahead and draw 1-point perspective and get rid of all those mistakes. So one really common mistake right off the bat is sometimes when people draw 1-point perspective, they don't have like a common vanishing point, and a lot of the lines aren't parallel to each other. This is why I'm drawing a grid right now. It's really easy. I just put a dot at the center to indicate the vanishing point, and then I draw lines going out. Later I draw kind of, if you have your graph paper, it's kind of like that, so you have all your parallel lines, and now I can start drawing on top. I think I start out drawing a cube, not a cube, just a rectangular prism, just to show you guys what it's supposed to look like. Next, I'm gonna show the next common mistake, which is when objects have the same thickness and one's farther back than the other, they can't overlap because it's just going back in perspective. Here, I'll show you guys real quick. So I'm drawing more of an irregular shape. I think I had to think a little bit about this one because it was confusing me too, but as you can see right over here, those two surfaces are not touching each other like the lines on top because one is farther back than the other. Right now I'm going to show you guys a common mistake that I see, which is they touch each other and it just does not give it the same effect as the first one. It's kind of weird watching myself draw because usually I talk while drawing. Okay, let's see. Okay, the next common mistake I see is when drawing buildings. So sometimes when people draw in 1-point perspective, they'll accidentally extend the side too long, and that's gonna make the building look really awkward unless it's just a really, really long building, which usually it isn't. So you kind of want to watch that. The closer it gets to the vanishing point, the smaller that edge is gonna be, and once it gets on top of the vanishing point, there's not gonna be an edge because you're just gonna be seeing the front of the building. Anyways, the next one, I believe, okay, so this one is funny. I wanted to show something that's incorrect, but it ended up looking right, so I just left it there. But the next one I want to show you is what happens when you do not follow the vanishing point, or the lines going towards the vanishing point. It looks really awkward, and the object ends up not looking like it's actually going towards a vanishing point, and it just looks really weird unless you're getting those what's that called? Slanted angles, but I'll talk about that in another video. For this one, I wanted to show you how when it's turned on the side, the rectangular prisms, it actually gets longer. This is called foreshortening. I'm pretty sure most of you guys have heard of this before, but I just wanted to demonstrate it real quick in case you guys don't remember, just to freshen up your memories, know what I mean? Anyways, should be fairly straightforward. When you're looking directly at something, you see mostly the front, and once you turn it to the side, you see more of the side. Anyways, now let's move on to, is this the 4th common mistake? 4th common mistake is scale. A lot of people draw humans in an environment and they have no idea why it looks weird. The reason is the scale. So if you draw someone pushed way farther back and you do not use the lines and the vanishing points to your advantage, it's gonna either look like a giant or a little midget because you did not scale it correctly. So over here I show you guys how to scale. This is the wrong one right here. As you can see, the person at the back looks way bigger, but if you scale it, like over there, I drew the dotted lines to show the head matches up, the feet match up, and the figures end up looking about the same height, which is kind of what you want. I'm gonna do one more example over here. It's like a super simple human. I kind of just broke it down into a circle and some other stuff. But as you can see, there's scale over there going down to the vanishing point, and if you want to move it across, you just draw dotted lines across. It's pretty simple. Anyways, right now I'm showing you guys a common thing I see when people draw, is it an eagle's eye view? Something like that, but looking right on top. A lot of people just draw this that I just drew, but I'll show you a way better way of drawing it, and it looks really cool. So I'm setting up my 1 point perspective grid again, and obviously it's called 1 point because there's only one vanishing point and the others are just parallel lines. So I'm kind of speeding through this right now, but as you can see, instead of looking directly on top, you kind of have some perspective because the vanishing point is right in the middle and it gives it a way more dynamic look. Anyways, let's just sit back and enjoy this. Yeah, you guys don't need me anymore. I'll see you guys after I'm done with this. Thanks so much for watching, you guys. I hope you enjoyed that video. Hopefully that helped you a little bit with your 1 point perspective drawing. In the future videos, I'll be making 2 point perspective, 3 point perspective, all that good stuff, and maybe even fisheye for you guys. Anyways, this video shout out goes to Nova. If you want to win a shout out too, all you have to do is become part of the notification squad by subscribing, turning on post notifications by clicking that little bell, and letting me know down in the comments once you are done. Anyways, I post new videos every single day, so I will see you tomorrow in the next video.